morning, everybody. I am Russ. This is Chris. Brian right here. Hokey right there. Intern Adam on the back camera, man.
Intern Adam.
I like that.
Up early.
That. Up early. Had to. Hey, look. I got my. Everybody knows. Look at my. Got my shirt. I'm supporting the Josh and Nate Fishing. They're selling shirts for their tournament fishing team. And if you go on Facebook, you can find them and get you one. And they're only $10, kind of like we sell our Red Sea shirts down at Screen Tex. And did you know they have pink shirts?
They got a few. Got a few
pink tank tops and stuff like that, so get on down there.
And it's fixing to go online.
Yeah, I heard that.
So you'll be able to go online and buy all your Red Sea merchandise.
I was thinking like, man, what can we come up with a cool name of the morning show? Weenie in the Butt. Every morning I was watching Family Guy.
In the butt. Weenie.
Shout out to Fox. You know what, though?
Yeah.
I will say this. We are, and I came up with it, we are the TNT version of men of a certain age. We're all 40 plus, except Hokey, you know. So I was like, as we were sitting here talking a while ago.
We all look 40 plus.
I go, good Lord, man.
Are we talking about our waist size or are we talking about our age?
Man, we are some old dudes.
Yeah.
So that's a niche right there.
That's the connection, yeah, absolutely.
We're not the young cats that are on the internet. We're the old dudes on the internet, the old cats on the internet. So I'm going to go out with the first story. A chicken nugget sells for $8,100 on eBay.
Wow.
Because it looks like George Washington.
Do you know how many BJs that chicken nugget would get you?
I know.
Man.
A lady said it looked like George Washington. She said, I'm going to hold it. Has had it for 3 years.
Yeah, it will never go bad. I promise.
Put it on eBay. Somebody saw it, bought it for $8,100, and she's sending 50 kids to church camp this summer. You know, that's a great story, but really, somebody's going to buy a nugget for $8,100.
Now they can't say McDonald's is bad for kids anymore.
Well, I wonder in the description, did she say, I'm going to use all this money to send kids to church camp? Because if she did, I could understand it.
That might have boosted the price quite a bit.
I just want to know, is like we're going to finish out the set and have Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah,
and,
that's what I'm saying.
Teddy Roosevelt, Mount Rushmore.
There'll be some guy, McDonald's will bring some sculptor in there and start sculpting and go, hey, man, this one really looks like. But I thought that was just ridiculous, man.
Yeah, that is pretty
ridiculous. What do you got, speaking of ridiculous?
Well, speaking of age, speaking of people of a certain age, lady in Rhode Island
I seen
won
that.
the lottery.
Oh, my God.
She is set for life.
Yes, she is. Don't know how long
about
she'll live.
4 minutes.
81 years old, and she won the third biggest lottery in Rhode Island of all time. Was 300. Let me find my
316.
number. Yeah,
361.
Yeah,
332.
$334.6 million. I don't know why she chose the cash option.
210 million.
Had it in her Bible.
You could buy Rhode Island for 210
had it in her Bible. Had it in her Bible.
But yeah, she's splurging, man. She bought some new house shoes. She got 2 Snuggies. She bought the entire DVD collection of Murder, She Wrote. She is going crazy.
I tell you what I like. The person that was supposed to come pick her up and take her to the store didn't show up. Oh. And so her cousin called and said, I want some lemon sherbet. You want to ride with me? And she went, yeah, I'll ride with you down to the Stop and Shop. And they went to the Stop and Shop, and she had her list still on her that had reminder, buy lottery before it's too late.
I want to know, is that who picked her up, her cousin?
Yeah, I guess.
Is that what the cousin sounded like when they wanted that lemon sherbet?
They went, I want some lemon sherbet.
Well, you know.
I know. I could hear it.
So I'm just trying to figure. Okay,
I could hear it. That's what they said. I want some lemon sherbet.
I also heard that she wears adult diapers, and she had taken the tingle that morning. So you're in luck. It all worked out. Congratulations, though.
Congratulations,
Louise, whatever her name is. Man, she will never have to worry about money again.
What do you got, Chris?
You know what? I was watching Faraday last night. And if you don't watch that, it comes on the Golf Channel. And usually he interviews golfers. Well, he's went through all the good golfers.
Right.
And now he's interviewing just people who play golf. And he had Bill Russell on.
Right.
And his interviews are amazing. I mean, he is one of the best interviewers out there. And Bill Russell said, you know what I've learned about getting old is I think about things that I don't care about or I don't want. He said, when you're young, you want for everything. Right. He said, the older I get, I go, man, I don't really want that. And the thing I don't want is I don't want to see the Hulk Hogan sex tape.
Oh, no.
I'm just going to put that out there.
No.
Right.
No way,
Unless.
Now, you did, so you're saying you, at a young age, you might have wanted to see that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You know, when back in his prime, when he had Hulkamania.
Can you
then
imagine
maybe,
foreplay? I'm going to flip you over. I'm going to flip you on the street. God, Mark, that's nuts. There's no way I want to see that.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine younger wanting to see that one.
I didn't know if he
believe that
wanted
Chris.
to, put the big leg drop on somebody, because that was
no
pretty
doubt.
much his signature move.
Pretty
wasn't it?
much.
Yes.
Just jump on top of somebody.
Well, who's the poor girl he's with? Do we know?
That's probably a kinfolk, as they were talking earlier. Knowing him.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
If he sleeps with Brooke, does that make
Hey, that
him
was a
gay?
good one, though,
She's
Russ.
a man. She's a
She
man.
is tough. She is
That was
tough.
a good one.
Hokey, what do you got?
All right, so I'm looking over the web, and I see that Texas is warning students against travel to Mexico because of the cartel violence. 120 Americans were killed last year in Mexico. Well, I'm thinking, with the hangover, kids have always wanted to do crazy, wild stuff on spring break. And since the hangover, everybody wants to
Hello,
go to
I'm
that
crazy and wild.
Yeah, exactly. The hangover, since the hangover, people want to take it to that next level, that
Right.
epic proportion. So
There you go.
Texas is really just daring these kids
Yeah, spring break in
to
Mexico.
go to Mexico.
Wow, yeah. I
Spring
guess
break
so.
in Mexico.
I'll take a punch from Tyson before that.
They say if you stay in your resort in that area, you're fine.
Well, sure.
If you go looking for trouble,
Yeah, it'll find you.
you're going to be
If
121.
you go looking for dope,
If I'm a UT student,
it'll find you. Yeah.
I'm headed to Mexico. But if I'm
the
young
parents-
and dumb and don't care,
And the parents, my baby went to Mexico for spring break. He done lost his head. Literally.
Well, my oldest daughter's going to Padre. This will be the first time any of my kids have done that.
Wow.
And so that'll be like a stressful 4 days of.
yeah.
Cause she's not the angel of the family anyway. So I'm gonna be a little worried. Be a little
I hear
bit
you.
worried.
My daughter's going to Trinidad. She's going on a church trip. My ex-wife's like,
works
she's in
bad.
good hands. I'm like, you don't know whose hands she's in at some point.
Church, that's exactly right. Well, sad news
Y'all aren't
today.
Catholic, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Sad news today. Payton Manning was released yesterday by the Indianapolis Colts after 14 years. And I put the Sports Center was blowing up, and I put a deal out, and I said, do you remember when Joe Montana got traded? Mm-hmm. That's going to be one of those days. Now, as a business standpoint, I go, hey, man, you got no other choice but to do it. Andrew Luck's going to come in. He's going to get $15.6 million guaranteed. You can't
Still
keep them
cheaper than
both.
$28 million to keep
I
Payton.
totally agree. You're going to start over anyway. You're going to get rid of Reggie Wayne. A lot of people are in and out of there. Good move, bad move for the Colts.
Good move, definitely. Definitely. I mean,
Good
that's-
move.
That's baggage.
Great move because they'll suck for a while, and the Titans can have a chance at that division.
Well,
So,
somebody
and they'll get a
also
good draft.
Twittered yesterday and said, hopefully Tennessee's smart enough to bring Peyton back home.
oh, no, not happening. Not happening.
Hoke's a big Titan fan
Yeah.
until he loses weight, and then he'll be a smaller Titan fan. But you don't think there's any way he'll go there?
No, I mean, they've got Hasselbeck under a multi-year contract. They got Jake Locker is the future of the franchise. I mean, why take a Hasselbeck had a great year last year.
Send him to Miami.
Well, I'll tell you something
There's
I
no
heard
reason for it.
is the Jets are giving some of their players trips, and they're sending Mark Sanchez to Mexico for
spring break. I said it when the news first came out, and it happened again. He was distraught. He passed out again, blacked out again. Peyton did.
Really?
And they had to put a cold, wet beach towel on his forehead to get him back.
The whole
deal.
deal.
That's where he holds that football
No,
knowledge.
he's actually going to work in Gatesville. Their drive-in theater screen is down. So.
Hey, we can hook him up. All right, Brian, tell me a story.
Well, I talked about them the other day. I love the Japanese folks. They've always got something for me. The women, the food,
Right.
the culture, the comedy. But they're having some problems at their zoo. There's a Japanese zoo that is trying to mate their alligators, and the girls are pretty willing, but the fellas are just lackadaisical. They're not getting with the program. So they've incorporated this drum beat, which is supposed to emulate the rhythmic patterns and the coital process.
Right.
So they tried this. They used some hand drums, and the girls, the female alligator actually started crying, which is, I guess, where crocodile tears comes from. But the male was non-responsive. So they don't know what they're going to do. And then I got to looking and I realized why. I mean, look at the female alligator. Those big teeth, that pointy nose, that scaly skin. I mean, how could you get worked up for that? Put that picture up, Chris. I don't know how you could get worked up for that.
That is a tough one. That is a tough one. That is a tough one.
I tell you what's funny is to sit here and look at us three. I'm sure they're doing it going, wait for it. Wait for it. The punchline's coming. The punchline is coming.
But that's a true story, so I don't know what they're going to do about the gators. I mean,
That is tough. That is a tough
that
one.
gator dead.
Back in the day when we worked on the road and we were young, we used to frequent topless establishments.
Right.
Well, a few days ago, Mario Balotelli plays for
Mario.
Manchester
Yeah.
City.
Right.
Was seen coming out of a strip joint at 2:45 in the morning. He then showed up to the game the next day, scores 2 goals to beat their rival, a crosstown rival, and then right after that, he is fined $400,000 for being at a strip club that late.
That's a lot of table dances.
That's a lot of table.
So we think, God. And then they follow it up by, he was fined 2 weeks' pay. That's what he makes in 2 weeks.
Do you think he paid that fine like this? 1, 2, 3, 4.
You know, that's
I had
some
this
euros
left over
and
I
from
got all
last
these
night.
ones, man. I
Yeah.
got to do something with them.
Believe that? That's
I
2
was
weeks
not at
pay.
a topless board.
God.
Fool, your face is covered with glitter.
stuff. I did not go. Hokey, what do you got, man?
All right. Well, just the other day I was talking to somebody and we were talking about where the old stores used to be. I remember when like Sears and Penny's were downtown.
Right.
I barely remember. And of course, we all remember probably Lake Air Mall Awards and
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure Adam, you know what we're
Walkers.
talking about.
Yes.
And then I look over at Brian's Cup and I see the 7-Eleven right there, and that's a brand that came back to us. Thank you, Lord Jesus,
Yeah,
here
absolutely.
in Waco, because I'm a big Slurpee fan. But they had a deal this morning about brands that disappeared, and I knew some of these, like Pan Am and Oldsmobile, E.F. Hutton. Didn't really know. Plymouth is gone, but
I think he died.
E.F. Hutton. And then, but the Hummer, I had no idea the Hummer was discontinued. It says discontinued in
That's 'cause you're
2010.
married.
Well,
Yeah, that's because you got married.
yeah, nobody gets a Hummer after you get married. Oh, the
Crazy.
vehicle.
You're talking about, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're
You
completely
should
off
still be
base.
getting a Hummer.
Yeah.
Come on.
I think those things, it wasn't going to last.
Wow.
Well,
No.
with gas prices that got as high as they
Ain't
did
no way,
the summer
man.
before
No
last.
way.
Well, and they cut a bad rap. I mean, Hummer would drive by, douche. Douche.
Yeah.
Now, the H3, I thought that was pretty smart, but I think they waited too long to introduce that one, because the other two were just
Yeah.
killing.
I had to
But
agree with
if
that.
you were a manly man, you couldn't drive
No,
an
I'm
H.
not driving an
You know,
H3.
you know.
Yeah, you got to
had
get the
buy that
big. You want
for
the big
your wife.
Schwarzenegger one, yeah.
And now it's that
We had a
Fiat,
friend who had one.
that little
We had a
Fiat.
friend whose wife had one, and she hated it.
The Hummer?
Yeah.
Really? How did a female get a Hummer?
Well, you got to do it a different
just
kind of
right,
way
yes.
than
Is that the kitty cafe?
Kind of the Hummer.
Yeah.
kind of a motorboat kind of,
But she got a motorboat to put
with a smaller engine on it.
They say there's no jobs in the United States.
It's all about the tone you put out there.
What'd you lose?
I'm gonna find my sheet, man. Oh, it's not till the 17th. We're good. What do you got? Anybody got anything
Yes,
else?
I will be at I-City at 2 o'clock today.
Awesome.
Getting my deal.
Awesome.
If y'all want to stop by and wish me support, 'cause I'm a little nervous.
Why?
I mean, they ain't cutting it, but still, they blow that up.
Oh,
It's
They blow that in your
orientation,
eye and
yeah.
stuff.
So,
Oh.
did they attest before that?
Yeah,
Yes.
just
Okay.
to make sure.
Man,
I'm
I
a
don't
candidate.
want to make you any
Yeah.
more nervous, but I just hope nothing goes wrong and you have to wear those red fox in Harlem Nights glasses. That's a 4. That would be just bad. We would not make fun of you on the show, though.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no way
At all.
we do that.
And remember, we got a $1,200 coupon there. We got half off membership at Anytime Fitness. There's all kind of deals Red Sea can get.
Or you
if
can
just
eat
mention us.
at Tony Roma's and Crystal Burgers.
Yes.
We got those. Call us.
Got
We'll
those
get you
hooked up,
those.
get you hooked up.
In Waco locations only.
And until tomorrow, I am Russ. This is Chris. Brian's right there. Hokey right there. Intern Adam's doing a great job on the camera. Boom, we are out of here.
Peace.